Hey you guys, so let's get this daily tarot reading going. So yesterday I did elemental daily readings, but I did them separate. So I did an air sign video, or earth sign video, etc. But that's just way too many videos to have to edit, and way too many different videos. So I'm gonna do all the elements in groups, but on one video, and then I'll just timestamp the where each one begins, because that's just too much to edit 4 different videos. So let me get the cards out and ready. So I do 3 oracles. I pull a card I pull a card from 3 different oracle decks, and then I do some tarot. It is so cold here. I live in Florida, and get some Palo going. I live in Florida, and you're talking about, I think it's like 50 here, and I know when I say that, people who live, other places are like 50. Ma'am, that is not cold. But that's cold for us. That is chilly. That is pretty chilly for us. So let me just want some smoke over the cards. Cleanse them. And the tarot deck I'll be using. Sorry you guys, I just hit the camera. It's bouncing around. Okay, so let me just get some Palo going here. I love the smell of Palo Santo. I'm not a real big sage girl. Okay, so let's start with the air signs. Oh, excuse that plane. I have my windows open and stuff, trying to get some fresh air through here. But okay, so let's get started with the air signs. So this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius daily reading, and let's pull a goddess guidance first. I love these cards because it's from goddesses and messages from the goddesses for women. So Artemis, Guardian. You and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. So that's for somebody very specific. If someone here is concerned about the spiritual protection of their family, this is letting you know that you are spiritually protected. I don't know what you guys practice, but Psalms 91 is something that I read daily, and I read over my son. Well, he's in college, but I read it over him from afar, let's just say. But find something that makes you feel spiritually protected, and make it a habit of speaking it over you and your family daily. Another thing about these oracle cards is they come with books, right? But I'm an intuitive reader. So just whatever comes to me when I see a certain card, that's what I read. Now, sometimes, I'm not going to pull out a book. I'm just going to say that. So let's get daily. Oh, 2 cards. So we have life purpose and opportunity to forgive. Both of these popped out. So life purpose. The purpose of your life is to serve in a way that brings great joy to yourself and others. Don't worry about finding your purpose. Instead, focus upon serving a purpose, and then your purpose will serve you. This is so in line with what I do here. I've had people ask me, well, why do you focus your tarot towards women? And it's like, first of all, because I want to. But second of all, and most importantly, I'm focusing on the purpose of serving, uplifting, and empowering women. That is the purpose that I serve. So that's not necessarily looking for a purpose, but that's the purpose I've chosen to serve in. That's just like people who, have a great love for animals. And so everything that they do is in service to protecting, animals, etc. So this is basically telling you, because a lot of people ask, a lot of people don't really know what their purpose is, and it stagnates them. They won't do anything because they don't understand what their purpose is. They feel like they should wake up one morning and your purpose should be crystal clear. And that could be true for some. But I really like this definition of it, about not necessarily finding your purpose, but focusing on serving a purpose. So what will you be known for? Everything that I do, I have a business that's linked in this description box, but everything that I do is around serving and empowering women. Everything. That is my underlying purpose for being here. Okay, so the next one is opportunity to forgive. This situation brings you the opportunity to heal, grow, and release negative patterns. Hold the intention of seeing the other person's inner divine light and goodness. We will help you release unforgiving thoughts, feelings, and energy, and lift you to a higher place in peace. People have to remember that forgiveness is not forgetting. And forgiveness is not necessarily about saying what they did to you was okay. Forgiveness is for you, not the other person. And so I don't make it a point to let that other person know I forgive them of anything. That's just me. And I may be doing it wrong, but I just don't. A lot of people want forgiveness because they want to feel better. They're not really sorry for what they've done to you, because when people do stuff to you, they have to think about that crap before they do it. So, a lot of people want forgiveness because it makes them feel better. I'm not really into making other people feel better. So I just work on releasing it from myself. You know what I mean? So not necessarily, obliging them at all. And that may be the wrong way to go about it, but hey, that's just, fuck it. That's how I am. I have to work on that, I guess. Oh, right out the gate, air signs. Oh, car fell on the ground. Right out the gate. Let's see what this is. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. I've actually been working on this. I'm an air sign. And I've been single probably about 8 years. I went through a really bad breakup 8 years ago with somebody who I thought I knew better than anyone on this planet. And it shocked me what he did, and through the course of these readings and stuff, I'm sure I'll talk about it because things will trigger me. But so in the beginning of the year, I said, you know what? I've always attracted men or dated men just based on whoever came to me, instead of intentionally attracting what I want. So I sat down and got really clear, wrote it down, what I wanted in a person, a man, or the men I wanted to attract. And one thing that I've noticed about that is when you start to do that, when you start any kind of attraction work or manifestation, whatever you want to call it, it opens it up to everyone or for everyone. So you start attracting all kinds of people. And then it's about weeding out those people who don't meet, what you've intentioned. So I think this card very soon is telling you to first, because air signs tend to be a little scattered. We have to rein stuff in. So this is telling you to clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you. A lot of times we don't get stuff because we're not clear. So one or two things happens. Anything comes, or you get no results because the universe doesn't know what to bring you. Universe, God, source, whatever, like however you identify with it. But he doesn't know what to bring you. The universe doesn't know what to bring you because you're not clear. Okay, so let's get into some tarot. I'm really trying to make, this is going to be a long video, but I'm trying to do 10 minutes per element. And I'm already over 10 on the air sign. So let's get into this. One more shuffle. And let's cut it and do this. Okay, so the mutual energy between you and another person is the Four of Swords. So you guys could be on a break. Air signs, you're doing that. So communication. Are you communicating or wanting to communicate, or is some communication coming in for you? What they are doing is the Sun. So they could currently just be living life, being happy, healing. This is about growth, recovery. Could be dealing with a Leo. And the outcome is the Page of Cups. So some kind of offer here, some kind of communication may come in. I'm getting a feeling, air sign, it could be you reaching out to them, being since you're the communication card here. But some kind of offer, maybe an apology coming in. Why is the Four of Swords here? Yeah, so I think you guys have taken a break because you're both probably looking for wish fulfillment. So maybe you are, you know, just trying to decide, okay, did this relationship bring me what I needed? You guys are looking for stability, a foundation, commitment. So both of you guys want committed relationships that are wish fulfilling. But nobody's doing anything here, huh, with this Four of Swords. Because that's the mutual. So this is the energy that you both share. It's mutual. But you both find it hard to walk away. You both find it hard to walk away and turn your back here with this Five of Cups. With this Five of Cups reverse. You both find it hard to walk away. Okay, so air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You are the Eight of Wands. Why? So you want to communicate. Wands are about action. You could want to communicate because you feel, you know, really tied to this person, almost obsessed with this person. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. Let me see. Why is the Devil here? Okay. So I get the feeling here that you feel like this person betrayed you in some way. This person cheated on you or was in a third party or something like that. And you could want to communicate the fact that you feel heartbroken in this situation with this Three of Swords. You could also want to communicate that, hey, I know what you did, or I know what's going on, or what went on, or, you know. Oh, gosh. Yeah. So 2 threes here. So definitely there was some third party energy going on with you and this person, and I'm assuming it's them because you want to communicate to them that you do know what was going on. So right now they're the Sun. Why? So they have some kind of new commitment going on here with this Two of Cups. Soulmate energy. You could be dealing with a water sign. They have some kind of new commitment going on here, air signs. Why is this Two of Cups here? Yeah. So they've turned their back on this current relationship, and I hate to say it like this, but they're waiting for better, or waiting for their ships to come in. So they've manifested something new, and they've waited for their ships to come in. Here in the mutual energy, neither one of you guys are doing anything. Okay? But you guys both want committed, stable relationships. I'm just going to say this. They could feel like what they want or what they consider wish fulfillment is not with you. Okay? So the outcome is the Page of Cups. Why? Somebody could be apologizing. So this person could even come towards you and apologize because they know that they hurt you and were keeping secrets. They could do that. You know, could be dealing with a Pisces. Especially if you keep communicating with them. And that may be another reason why they won't come towards you, because your communication, you know, if you're wanting this person to come towards you, The bickering and the arguing and the accusatory communication has to stop if that's what you want. Yeah, this person just wants to find balance. So this is a sense that I get. Could be dealing with a Sagittarius, but this person just wants to this person doesn't necessarily want to be with you. Just based on this. Okay? But they want to get to a point where when they see you, they can be cordial. They want to get to a point where there's no tension, where there's no, fighting every time we see each other. They just want peace and balance. Yeah. It won't end in a 10 of Pentacles type of situation though. Okay? They just want some peace and balance with you. This could be someone, prime example. I grew up with my ex. I've known him since I've probably been 6 or 7 years old. When things got bad and we separated, it put both of our families into it because, like I said, we've known each other forever. And he just wanted to get to a point to where when he saw me out in public, it wasn't like I wanted to kill him. Or when we had family events, there wasn't that tension. Now, did he cause those things? Yes, he did. And like I said, a lot of times people just want to get past things because they want to feel better. They want to feel comfortable in the situation. So if you feel like you don't want to give them that kind of comfort, then that's fine. But then I would stop communicating then altogether. I know you're heartbroken, but you've got to reel in your emotions here and your tongue. So that's what I have for you, air signs. Okay. So let's do fire. Give me the messages. Fire. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So some of you guys could be getting engaged here. Valentine's Day is coming. A lot of people get, engaged on Valentine's Day. Let me see what the goddesses have to say. Give me the messages for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The messages for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. High Priestess. You have divine knowledge that can help others through spiritual teaching. So this is telling me that you may have some information that you could turn into a business, that you could turn into a class, that you could turn into a course. Yeah, so look into that from a business standpoint. Maybe your purpose, the purpose that you are supposed to serve is teaching others. Teaching women, teaching men, teaching, whatever knowledge that you have. Okay, that jumped out. Give me a second. And then from the angel guidance, your soul longs to express itself in creative ways. We're guiding you to infuse artistry and creativity into your life. Creative expression makes you feel alive and excited. Reignites passion towards your life. And it says creative project. So this creative project could be centered around this divine knowledge that you have. So fire signs, really take a look at what it is that you know, what kind of knowledge that you have that could be taught to others. That could really be some kind of business for you. Messages for the fire signs, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. You know how I read. You know how I interpret. Make the messages clear. Give me the messages for the fire signs, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. Okay, so let's get these out of the way. So what is the mutual energy between the fire signs and their person? The Lovers. So you could be in a very committed relationship with a Gemini. You could also have to make some kind of decision, because this is about love, decisions. This is also soulmate energy. But you could also have some kind of decision to make, or you guys could have a decision to make. It could be a decision about whether they get engaged. Okay. Give me a card for the fire signs. What are the fire signs doing? Death in reverse. So you don't want to let something go. You may not want to let this relationship go. But the thing about death in reverse is also things won't change. Sometimes something needs to die in order for something new to come about. The death card is about endings, but also transformation and new beginnings. Sometimes a relationship, the current status or the current state of a relationship needs to end in order for a new form of that relationship to come about. So give me a card for their person. The King of Cups. So your person has a lot of love to give. There's love here, but he may not show it. You know, this King of Cups is somebody who's emotionally balanced, sensitive, but they don't, you know, sometimes it's hard to read them because they don't wear their heart on their sleeve at all. And what is the outcome? The Tower. So this is going to come down. I think the decision is going to be whether to end this. Okay. And like I said, sometimes the ending is not, you know, sometimes the ending is what needs to happen. Okay. Why is the Lovers here in the mutual energy? So there's some unhappiness in this current love relationship, in this family dynamic. You guys could live together and not be married, but you guys also could be married, because I see mom, dad, kids here. So you can have kids with this person, but there's something, this family situation is not in a happy place right now. And I think the decision is whether to keep it. Yeah. So exactly. Wow. So the decision is whether to end this. That is the decision. Because like I said, Lovers is about, you know, relationships, strong soulmate connection. So you could be in a family situation with somebody that you feel strongly connected to. You guys feel strongly connected to each other. But there are some problems here. And so the decision that needs to be made is whether to end this. And with this World card here and Tower and even the Death in reverse, I mean, to me, there's an ending coming. So fire signs, you are the Death in reverse. Why? So you don't want this to end. You don't want to let it end. Yeah, you could be dealing with another fire sign, but this is just indicating that you don't want to let it go. And also, you could be the kind of person who's not used to losing. Fire signs are successful. And this King of Wands is definitely a successful person. This is somebody who is, you know, charismatic. They look good. They smell good. They are attractive to the opposite sex. They're not used to losing. They're not used to not getting what they want. And I think it's just your ego not wanting to end this, because you're dissatisfied. You're actually dissatisfied in this. But I know for me, as a woman, I have a lot of pride, right? Very prideful, very, you know, and I used to really care about how our social circles would view things. And so sometimes when a relationship doesn't work out, you take that personal, like, you know, are these people going to think something's wrong with me? You know, are they going to think it was my fault? Are they going to think I didn't do enough? You know, but you're actually unhappy in this. But you could be, your ego and pride could be the driving factor in why this hasn't ended already. So you want to communicate. You may want to communicate to this person that you're not happy in the situation, but I'm sure this person already knows that. So your person is the King of Cups. So there's love here, like I said, but he may not show it, and that may be an issue. The fact that he doesn't show it. I think your person wants to be happy. there at that Sun card, he may even want his family, but in the current state that it's in, it's just not, it's just not a happy place for either of you. Seems like he could want to heal, emotional healing, because that Sun is about healing and recovery and growth also. So yeah, this person is mentally trapped and bound to this. They're in their head about it. You know, they're in their head about it when really you should be using your heart. But that King of Cups is not a person that really, you know, their emotions is not something that's known right off the bat. So your person feels mentally bound. I think they go back and forth between wanting to work on it and wanting to get out of it and heal. They're that Three of Pentacles. They want to collaborate. I think they go back and forth. You know. So the outcome is a Tower. So a Tower is coming if it hasn't already. Why is this Tower here? Because somebody loses hope and faith that this could work. Could be dealing with an Aquarius. But somebody loses faith in this. And somebody withdraws. Could be dealing with a Virgo. And I just want to note also that we have 1, 2, 3. No, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6. We have 6 major arcana in this little spread. Major changes are coming. Just know, major changes are coming. That is huge. So you could be dealing with a Virgo, but somebody's going to withdraw here. Somebody's going to withdraw and I think heal. Especially on top of that Star card. One more. Somebody may come back around later at a later time and try to communicate or offer something, but it's going to be something small. But I do see where the current state of this relationship is going to end, and it doesn't have to be a bad thing, because it could end and you guys could spend some time away from each other for a while, and then it could come back together and come back together as a new state or new form of the relationship. So fire signs, I hope this was helpful for you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.